once again, it's a privilege to be here, and I love just seeing all these full rooms. But even though we've got a full room and it's a fantastic hotel, we need to look at somewhere bigger, somewhere that folk that are really affected with this can come, because they can't afford to come to this. They've not got £10 for a ticket. £10 might be the only money that they've got to live for the full week to feed their families, and that is reality. We're talking about folk going to food banks, but let's name and shame the bloody food banks, because I went to Dunfermline Food Bank for to try and hand there my kid for to say, there's lots of folk in Kelty, can I come to your food bank? How can we get them there? Can I bring them in my van? Can we try and bring them? There's no free buses. How do you get them there? It's not even just go to Dunfermline, they're in a retail park, for God's sake. How they got to get there, eh? And the excuse was, oh, but wait a minute, they're walking further for Benatti. Give them my kid back. How despicable is that? If you can't walk 23 miles for to get a bloody food box that's going to last you for 3 days, you've not to get it. What about the folk that turn up that didn't have the bloody voucher? Oh, but if you come, if there's something there, we might be able to give you a sandwich. So you've got to walk 23 miles to get a sandwich. What kind of country we're bloody living in? What kind of society are we breeding?
I find it infuriating that we have a culture in which corporate welfare, and it is welfare, is absolutely universally accepted. It's accepted that the state will subsidise poverty wages through income support, that they will pay almost whatever a landlord asks through housing benefit, and that they will have people work for free for their profits through workfare. Those things are totally unacceptable, and we need to stop them, and we need to use the money that's going there to support ordinary people to live good lives.
We've got the government going to spend billions of pounds on bloody warfare. We've got Trident just down at the bottom of the Clyde. What are we thinking about? That needs to go to welfare. Ken, it's just despicable. Ken, I'm going into folks' houses. Some folks' houses I can't get in because they've got stairs, So I'll meet them in a cafe, or I'll meet them, they even come and sit in my van, Got a filing cabinet now in my van, because I'm that heavy doing snod with casework. I have to have a filing cabinet in my van, The story is honestly heartbreaking. I didn't ken how the MSPs, how the MPs, how the councillors didn't greet every night like Caddy, because I'll tell you, it's bloody hard. Going into folks' houses, women that can't even afford sanitary protection, disgusting. Bairns with nappies on with an Asda plastic bag for to keep them dry because they've no money for nappies. It's heartbreaking. 24/7 getting phone calls from folk that are ready to jump over a bridge, want to throw themselves in front of a car. It is my life. And sometimes the only way I can release that is maybe places like this, because I've got to be strong out there for to give them bloody hope. And it's hard every day for to try and put a wee smile on, send out a new song every day on Twitter, kenning that folk just can't copy. Honestly, you have no idea.
First, I think one of the issues with what you were saying, Susan, was that no one actually sees what you do on a daily basis. And I'd probably go as far to say that no one really has a stomach for it either. So credit where it's due. It's very easy to blame people who are on benefits, because the ones you see are the ones who have the big 42-inch plasma screen, and the ones who spend all their time in the pub spending their benefits on pint after pint. You don't see the thousands of families who are stuck at home with the lights off because they can't afford to turn the lights on. Those are the ones you don't see, and I think we need to somehow raise awareness, because the people at the top, up in Westminster, they know what's going on. Yeah. People like yourself, they know what's going on. Yeah. It's everyone else that don't see it with their own eyes.
Ken, folk didn't ken, people that are already ill, seriously ill, the stress that they're getting put upon, folk being declared fit to work and they're hooked up to machines in a hospital, absolutely disgusting. Folk that have mental health, but even folk that are disabled, discriminating against other folk that are disabled. Honestly, I've never seen it so bad in my life. I've never reported on how many deaths there has been, how many folk have died since they've been declared fit for work. But the last estimation was near enough 11,000, then they stopped recording it. That is despicable, absolutely despicable, and it's so easy for you to be sitting there the day in a job and next week not have a job. It happened to me years ago. I was lucky enough, I managed to fight back. Just as long as I get up, get washed, get ready, go on my scooter, I'm superwoman. But until I'm on my scooter, I'm not superwoman. But it's very, very difficult out there, eh? But just spare a thought for your neighbours. What kind of society do you want? Do you want to sit twitching curtains and saying, oh, that person's not going to work, that person's not going to work? That could be you next week. You've seen it happen in Plymouth, you've seen it happen in Grangemouth. The scary Grangemouth was enough to set anybody's alight. You really have to just wake up and smell the coffee, eh? I will be so heartbroken. Oh, no, I'm being really honest with you. And I kept saying, oh, I didn't care if I'm going to vote yes or I'm going to vote. There's no other way for me. And there's no other way for the folk that I support. My man says to me, oh, I might lose my job after Christmas, we might have to move to Cumbria. And I went, what planet are you on, like? You'd be gone yourself. I love him to bits, but I'm sorry, I wouldn't be gone himself. He'll not vote, he loves me. If they do vote for independence, you're talking about, we would have a welfare state that, a government eventually would oversee. But it's got to be a hell of a lot better than the draconian rules that's been dished out for Westminster. Surely, we've got to look at a vision for our own future.